Captain Forest here, and in today's video, I'm going to be going over both these combatants to see who would win more often not in a crossfire situation. Savage Hulk versus Atrocitus. If you guys are new to my channel, please leave a like, comment down below and of course subscribe for further content. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead, dive right in, give a bit of a summary on both of these combatants, and I'm going to go ahead and dive in and give my thoughts on who I think wins more often not in a crossfire situation. For Savage Hulk and some of his feats, we've seen the Hulk go at it with Thor on many occasions by obtaining victories against each other. We've seen Hulk fight a Warrior's Madness amped Thor and sends him flying. Warrior's Madness increases your attack potency by 10. Now, I've gone over Thor's scaling many times on my channel, so please, I highly urge my viewers who are not aware of Thor's tremendous scaling to check out those videos where I go into more detail behind the feats. An iconic fight occurs in Hulk vs Thor, Banner of War, where both these behemoths go at it with each other. This current Hulk's persona is Savage Hulk, but Banner is basically piloting his body and using the rage from the persona as fuel to make the body stronger / angrier. He was able to damage Tony's Celestial Buster and fight relative to a hulked out Allfather Thor. This very same Thor in the comic was able to tear the World Tree from its roots and resist all the magic, runes and enchantments in the 9 realms trying to cleanse him of the gamma radiation. The World Tree also contains conceptual realms such as the Dimension of Manifestation and the Superflow. We've seen the Hulk take a beat down from Hercules and then proceeds to smack Hercules away with a pillar. We've seen the Hulk literally ragdoll Juggernaut and send him flying. This very same Juggernaut is able to give Cosmic Ghost Rider the beat down, and Cosmic Ghost Rider is able to one-shot King Thor. This very same Juggernaut was also able to damage King Hyperion. Blue Marvel notes that King Hyperion hits harder than Sentry after receiving a punch from him. The Sentry they're referring to is the one that fought Green Skull Hulk, and on another occasion we've seen Juggernaut press Rogue and no sales an attack from Rogue. Keep in mind, again folks, this Rogue at this point has Wonder Man's powers, another guy who is also stated to have Sentry level strength. And of course this is reinforced during the time when Hulk went up against Sentry back in the past too, during the time he was Green Skull Hulk. This is very impressive for Hulk, but Hulk himself is not done yet folks, he has more feats. Now Hulk is powerful enough to rend Nightmare's realm asunder. Nightmare's world exists beyond the mortal plane, a reality which exists beyond the meager perception of time and space of Doctor Strange. His realm is timeless, everything in his realm is a metaphor. Nightmare rules the borderlines between madness and myth. And lastly, we've also seen the Hulk body slam a whole group of X-Men during the World War Hulk event. Some of the mutants that fought against the Hulk were also Omega level mutants, and they didn't have a chance in hell against Hulk. So that's going to round up his feats pretty much. I've gone over the scaling for Hulk on many occasions, so please check those out. Please check out past videos. I go into incredible detail about the Marvel cosmology. Now as for speed, I've gone over speed for the Herald tier characters in numerous videos, and Hulk is easily reaching the immeasurable to possibly irrelevant speed ranges. Hulk is consistently being able to react to Thor in combat. Thor and Silver Surfer can time travel with their raw speeds alone. So I'm going to go ahead and move on and talk about the Hulk's abilities, and then after I've done all that good stuff, I'm going to go ahead, chop it up near the end of the video. Now we are all aware of Hulk's physiology, and that when the Hulk becomes angry, it increases his attack potency exponentially, allowing him to become stronger the more angrier he becomes. Banner notes that the Hulk's strength is incalculable. The Hulk's rage also increases his attack resistances, such as resisting his energy being drained from his body by becoming more enraged. And speaking of resistances, the Hulk has resistances against the law of Haxes. So the Hulk has shown to resist mind hacks. Charles Xavier himself has peered inside the Hulk's mind only to receive a nasty feedback and was unable to control his mind. Not even Emma Frost, who was amped by the Phoenix Force, she was not even able to even affect the Hulk with her mind manipulation, and both Charles and Emma Frost are stated to be the most powerful telepaths on Earth. Hulk is shown to resist the likes of telekinesis. The Hulk's mind is fueled with boundless fury. He is a mindless monster. He operates on instincts and can use this to resist even the effects of hypnosis. The Hulk's anger flushed out the paralyzing needles that were affecting him on a cellular level. The Hulk can resist against tear gas. The Hulk is shown to resist Rogue's life draining, which also affects you on a physical, spiritual and mental level. The Hulk has resisted being blasted by radiation, and he can also absorb radiation too. Hulk can also resist transmutation, such as resisting his body from turning to glass. Hulk has resisted against fear as Hulk knows no fear. Hulk has also overpowered will-draining chains. Doctor Strange's magic cannot alter or affect the Hulk's gamma genes. The Hulk has resistance against BFR. A glass that was designed to send you to another dimension had no effect on the Hulk. Nightcrawler was unable to BFR the Hulk to another dimension because the Hulk was simply too heavy. Hulk can resist matter manipulation, as he resisted the sonic vortex from a sonic assault rifle, which rearranges molecules at a subatomic level. The Hulk has resisted being devolved into a lesser being by the High Evolutionary. Hulk is also shown to resist Star Fox's Euphoria charm and smacks him away like a flea. Vector has shown to use his powers to repel reality itself, and the Hulk resists reality being torn apart and moved away from him. He gets close to Vector and one-shots him. Hulk is shown to resist against size manipulation. The Hulk has been able to withstand Hellfire, which also turns your soul to ash. Hulk can also survive in the vacuum of space. A toxin that is designed to kill the Hulk and is meant to specifically make the Hulk stronger and cause him to die via his own increase in power is thwarted by the Hulk's adaptation. Hulk has resisted getting turned to stone by Grey Gargoyle. We've seen the Hulk catch a chi punch from Iron Fist and make him squeal. We've seen the Hulk break out of ceiling. The Hulk can punch down dimensional barriers and punch away time storms. The Hulk can discern how magical objects work, and Hulk is smart enough to get around Vision's phasing. The Hulk is shown to use weapon improvisation, such as using rocks or nearby objects to attack his foes. In combat, the Hulk's main go-to is his fists. He likes to punch things really hard. He will punch, stomp, charge, grapple, ground and pound, or throw his opponents away or BFR them by creating a fissure on the ground, causing them to fall down, or simply tossing them away. The Hulk can also perform his signature ability called the Thunderclap, which he uses this to blast people away. He's also shown to use this on a area of effects scale, such as Hulk thunderclapping a sandstorm away. Hulk can also cause your ears to ring with a thunderclap, and he's demonstrated to thunderclap Gladiator over the ears to cause him a considerable amount of pain, and can rupture your eardrums too. Hulk's thunderclaps can also deflect projectiles such as missiles and create hurricanes, and the Hulk has also used his thunderclap to extinguish the Human Torch's flames. The Hulk has a mind of a child and fights unpredictably, which helps him beat characters who outshine him in the skill department. Shockwave from Hulk's attacks can atomize objects, and that's going to round up all his main general abilities. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the most interesting thing about Hulk, and that's his relentless healing factor. So easily Hulk has type 3 and type 8 immortality. Over the years, the Hulk's healing factor has improved, and it's allowed him to heal very rapidly, such as healing for his whole body after walking through Vector's blast, which was burning his skin away. We've seen Hulk regenerate his eyes when they're being sliced off. Hulk is healed from having his organs damaged, such as Wolverine stabbing into Hulk's brain, and Hulk literally gets up. Hulk has a very special conceptual connection to the Green Door, which revives Hulk and sends him back fully healed and replenished. Even an arrow that was designed to kill Bruce and bypass the regenerative abilities of the Hulk, the Green Door still brings him back. And lastly, some noteworthy feats. The Hulk has demonstrated tremendous willpower, endurance and strength. Feats such as being able to push through Vector's blasts. Hulk refuses to give up, and his stubbornness cannot be compared to others. Now Atrocitus was able to tear into hyperspace, and it was heavily applied to be a threat to hyperspace as a whole, as the ship specifically designed to be able to take hyperspace was scared of Atrocitus. Hyperspace is a place where there is no form or mass, and where time cannot function. Even though he doesn't fully scale to Krona, Atrocitus was able to harm Krona when he had the power of the emotional spectrum, as he was shown using Ion, the Rage entity, the Greed entity, and having the Hope entity, Parallax, and Compassion entity bound to him, which is very impressive. Another good feat for Atrocitus is when he was able to use his constructs to restrain the Butcher, who is the Rage entity of the emotional spectrum. The Butcher in the same issue has shown to contend with the Spectre, and after the Butcher had possessed a host, he was able to do major damage to the Spectre. We then see Atrocitus harm the Butcher so much that the Butcher tries to flee from Atrocitus, but is then contained inside his lantern battery. In fact, on another occasion, Atrocitus has shown to be strong enough to absorb the Butcher, the avatar of the Red Lantern, which gives Atrocitus his power back and also takes on the new form too. He's more powerful after merging with the Butcher, and the Butcher is the embodiment of the Red Lantern's energy. Atrocitus' Napalm Blast was able to hurt Guy, and it affects his Green Lantern ring as the blast cuts Guy's power reserves down by half. Another impressive feat for Atrocitus was when he broke out of Sinestro and Hal Jordan's constructs. He was also able to physically harm them too. Now that's going to round up his feats in terms of AP. I'm going to go ahead and just talk about speed real quick. As mentioned before in previous videos, Atrocitus should scale to other Lanterns like Hal Jordan in speed, and I have covered those speed feats in a number of my videos. So Atrocitus should easily range from immeasurable to irrelevant speeds. Now I'm going to go ahead and talk a little bit about the Red Lantern ring and what it's capable of. So as we all know, with becoming the Red Lantern, taking the ring off will most certainly kill the user. The user's anger and rage charges up the ring and also increases their attack power. Like the other rings, the Red Lantern ring has information analysis, which informs the user of any abnormalities and also warns the user of specific dangers, such as detecting cellular toxicity from kryptonite, which was dampening Supergirl's cells. The ring can translate different languages, detect different types of energies from far away, and can also open up a portal. The ring can also detect other lanterns and also analyze if their opponent is hostile. The Red Lantern ring allows the user to fly and create force fields and survive in space. The Red Lantern's blood is replaced with napalm-like plasma substance, which they can project and use as a weapon. Dexter himself has demonstrated to project this substance, which instantly vaporizes the opponent, and also Atrocitus has also used napalm vomit as well himself. Red Lanterns are able to obtain inherent abilities from others via licking their blood. This was demonstrated when Dexter licked Rancor's blood, which gave him the ability to create constructs, as this power was Rancor's inherent power originally with the constructs. The napalm in the Red Lantern's blood heals their injuries. Fortunately for Atrocitus, he is one of the few Red Lanterns to make constructs and has also used them to restrain the rage entity as well. Atrocitus has control over blood magic, as showcased with him, as he was able to completely manipulate a blood tornado, which is very impressive. A unique quirk with the Red Lantern ring for Atrocitus is that he is able to feed on his opponent's rage and thus becoming more powerful. And lastly, just like any other Red Lantern, Atrocitus is ruthless and barbaric when it comes to battle. He will rage on and he will go into battle with savage tactics, such as ripping his opponent apart and destroying them completely. So that's going to round up both these combatants. I'm going to go ahead, give my thoughts on who I think wins more often than not in a crossverse situation. Now, looking at both Hulk and Atrocitus' AP, pretty interesting feats. However, due to current feats and what the Hulk has demonstrated throughout the years and even in current comics, especially his feat against Titan when he literally one-shot him, like, Hulk just has better AP in comparison to Atrocitus. Atrocitus hasn't done anything in a very long time, and of course the DC cosmology continues to get bigger. You know, AP fluctuates, feats fluctuate, and it's all about being relevant in terms of power scaling. And if characters do not demonstrate any more impressive feats and they just kind of remain stagnant, then they fall out of relevancy. And in this case, Atrocitus hasn't done anything in a very long time. So when we look at the scaling, the gap is kind of big. I'm leaning AP with Hulk. Speed, I think they're pretty relative. I don't really see anyone getting speed blitz in any fashion. But anyway, going right into this, Hulk easily has a lot of things he can work with. He has his healing factor, he has his rage amp, of course. He gets exponentially stronger in combat. Atrocitus can get a rage boost as well in combat. He can also get amped from his opponent's rage. However, due to the gap, Hulk having higher AP on top of his rage amp, Atrocitus isn't going to reach that level of AP. Even with the rage increase, it's a little bit unquantifiable, and just due to the difference in feats, Hulk is just vastly stronger than Atrocitus, and I see Hulk pretty much manhandling Atrocitus with low difficulty. But anyway, I gotta give victory to Hulk. I see him winning more often than not. better AP, better stats, and he'd be able to deal with Atrocitus accordingly. Anyway, that's going to round up this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment down below, and of course subscribe for further content. It's been real. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.